Did Batman murder his own parents? Hi, I'm Jason Inman.
And I'm Ashley Victoria Robinson.
Welcome to Fan Theories, the video where we debate all of the theories of the internet. And today we have a doozy, and right here I have Master Butler and Chief Theorologist Ashley Victoria Robinson. What are we talking about today, Ashley?
Today we're asking, did Batman murder his own parents?
What? This makes no goddamn sense for the goddamn Batman. I'll tell you that. Yeah. So, what is this about?
So, Jason, what's...
Oh, and I forget, once we get through the evidence of this, we're going to vote very likely or not likely. That's how these videos work. Watch them. Okay, what are we talking about?
What's the number one thing everyone knows about Batman?
He's an orphan.
That's right.
He's a sad orphan.
His parents were murdered in an alleyway, and that transformed him into the most famous comic book character of all time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Step off there. Most famous comic book character of all time. Not likely.
Who do you think it is?
It's Ambush Bug.
Oh, boy. Someone's tweeting us right now and being like, you're right, it is Ambush Bug. Ambush Bug is great. If you want
Everyone 50 years from now, they're going to be like, this guy is Nostradamus.
Ambush Bug fan theory, let us know down in the comments.
It'll never happen.
We'll never find one.
Okay, cool.
So the man who gunned down the Waynes in Crime Alley is usually known as Joe Chill. He's kind of this specter that Batman has been chasing after forever, and sometimes he catches him and sometimes he doesn't.
This depends on the continuity.
It does. Tickle.com presented I'm not kidding, that's what it's called.
Okay.
Presented a very interesting theory.
All right.
That would have to start at some point during the history where Batman will be launched back into space and time. Now, before you go and leave us a bunch of comments, Batman actually has traveled through space and time before. This is not unprecedented.
Nope.
Following the events of Final Crisis, he had to basically fight his way back through time and space to the present.
Well, Darkseid, he fought Darkseid. He shot Darkseid, and when Darkseid blasted him with his Omega beams, Batman was sort of blasted out of the time-space continuum, and he landed in prehistoric times and then bounced through time back to present day.
So if we can accept that as comic book nerds, we can accept that it's probably going to happen sometime one more time, but this theory is predicated on, obviously,
multiple Batman Back to the Futures.
Present-day Batman being sent into the past.
Okay.
So eventually, he will land in Crime Alley on the night that Bruce Wayne suffered this horrible tragedy and he became Batman. While he's there, what should happen? But you would catch sight of your younger self and your family leaving the movie theater.
And if you've ever seen Time Cop, you touch your past self, you disappear.
Well, there's no touching of the younger selves,
Oh,
luckily, for young Bruce Wayne.
Good.
And if you see that...
Have you seen Time Cop, by the way?
I have no idea what Time Cop is.
Best time travel movie of all time.
Is it?
Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Better than Highlander?
There's a split. Highlander's not a time travel movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme does a split across the kitchen counter.
I saw that commercial where he
This
did
is
one.
so relevant to this theory.
Okay, so
Time Cop.
While he's there, he would also see Joe Chill, right? Now, other than Batman's parents dying, Batman also kind of has one cardinal rule that's kind of a more modern adaptation that has defined him. What is that, Jason?
Train orphans and make them wear yellow capes.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's also Tim has a black cape.
With a yellow trim.
Yeah, but it's black on
With
the
yellow
outside.
trim.
What color's Damien's cape?
Black with yellow trim.
Gray.
It's not gray.
It's gray. He has gray.
He does not have a gray cape.
He has a gray cape.
I have an action figure of Damien right here.
His first Robin costume,
Does
is a gray.
Does this look like a gray cape,
hood.
you
He's got
colorblind
the
woman?
hood.
Stop delaying this video with your colorblindness.
So Batman's cardinal rule in modern comics is that he doesn't use guns.
Yes.
Right?
Or he doesn't kill.
Right.
Or we're going with the don't go
Well, he
guns.
doesn't use guns.
Okay.
But this theory postulates that if he would see Joe Chill with his gun, what would he do but disarm him and use the gun to take out Joe Chill, even though Batman doesn't use guns. Now, do you believe that? Do you think Batman would, if he were in this situation, do you think he would take out Joe Chill immediately?
You mean shoot him with a gun?
Yeah.
No.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Well, too bad, because this theory is based on it.
Okay. We're stipulating a lot with this theory, by the way.
We are stipulating a lot. And that he would be so distraught over having broken his rule and killing someone, even though Joe Chill deserved it, that he's starting to have maybe a little mental fraction right now. Are you still with me?
Well, Batman is crazy, I guess. Where are we going with this?
Yeah, and that this would lead him to understanding that his parents have to die on that night, or else there will be no Batman, because he would never suffer this loss and Bruce Wayne would never become Batman. And if we know anything about the DC universe, it's that you can't get by without a Batman. You still following me?
You can keep going, but all right.
Okay, so what does Batman have to do but to turn around and shoot his parents, and just like every good civilian who's ever seen Back to the Future or my favorite episode of Futurama, become a self-fulfilling paradox? Likely? Not likely.
Goddamn not likely. That's what I'm going to say. Holy bejesus, this is so not likely,
man.
It hurts.
It goes on.
Okay. I'm going to kill this right now because there are stories where Joe Chill doesn't kill Thomas and Martha. In fact, in Superman Batman, I don't remember if it's issue 13 or 14, there's a story called Absolute Power. And it's a story about these three Legionnaire villains of the Legion of Superheroes traveling back in time and preventing the, deaths of Superman's parents and Batman's parents to make them be, part of them, to let them, control them. In that timeline, they stop Joe Chill, from killing Thomas and Martha, and he still becomes Batman.
Interesting.
He still becomes Batman. In that same storyline, Batman has to let that murder happen to let the timeline reset, and he sits there and he watches and he lets it happen. So I don't believe that Batman would just be like, ah, bam, oh no, Mom and Dad. I don't believe it. Don't believe it at all. Batman would let the murder happen because Batman does have certain rules, and Batman is a dick about the rules. He would ensure that time happens over and over and over. Here's how much of a dick Batman is. And if you don't understand that Batman is truly a dick at the base level of his character, then I'm sorry, you don't understand the character.
I invite you to read Bruce Wayne, Fugitive, and Murderer.
I invite you to read any Batman storyline published in the last 50 years. This is quite evident. So, if Batman and Superman figured out a way to prevent the destruction of Krypton, Batman would force Krypton to be destroyed. He would let it be destroyed every time. Now, what is Batman's one rule, right? Don't kill.
And
Correct.
especially don't kill innocent people.
Yes, exactly. And I don't believe in the Batman that's the Batman Begins rule where it's like, well, I don't have to, I can't kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that Batman. But this Batman would do this. Our comic Batman would do that rule to let Krypton explode to ensure the sanctity of the timeline. He would do it over and over and again. When faced with, that's why we love Batman, because he has the will to do things that normal people can't. He has the will to let his parents be murdered, even though it's the thing he's been obsessing about for 25 years or longer.
Probably longer.
So unlikely it hurts.
Okay, can I give you the final wrap-up of this particular theory?
Sure.
Because this is where, for me, it really goes off the rails, so I really want to hear what you have to say about it.
Okay.
So this theory postulates that Batman will have yet another psychotic break, having murdered his parents.
Is he still in the alleyway?
Yeah,
okay.
But he's done now. He's done with the shooting.
Okay,
He's going to kind of wander around.
He went and got some Hostess cupcakes.
And be really sad,
All right.
and eventually fall into the deeply polluted Gotham River. And when he comes out of the deeply polluted Gotham River, he will emerge as Batman's #1 nemesis, the Joker, which is why the Joker knows so much about Batman and is obsessed with Bruce Wayne and can trace his personal history and always be one step ahead of him. Likely? Not likely.
This is like the worst Tumblr I've ever read. That's what this is. This is the ultimate of just dumb fan theories. No. So unlikely it hurts. One, if the Gotham River is that polluted, every Robin, every citizen, Commissioner Gordon would all be Jokers. Joker falls in the Ace Chemical vat. I'm sorry, I'm putting a nix on that right now. The Gotham River, no supervillain in Batman history has fell into the Gotham River and then woken up. Go read Nightwing #1. Guess where Nightwing #1 starts at? A scene in the Gotham Harbor outside of Bloodhaven. Does Nightwing become the Joker? No! Jesus. Batman, after Cataclysm, escapes the Batcave by going, guess where? The Gotham River! Dear God, no! This has never happened in Batman history. You are looking for patterns where they don't exist, you crazy serial killer fan fiction person. This makes me mad. It hurts my brain how mad this makes me. What else is there? I don't know.
That's it.
This is terrible. I just don't like any part of this at all. The Joker's scariness comes from the unknown. that he's unknown. That's the reason why he can predict Batman, because he's unpredictable, and Batman is so predictable. Batman is the yin, Joker is the yang. That is how they represent. They're not both the yin. That doesn't make sense. And it doesn't even work story-wise. It just comes off as bad fan fiction. At this point, you're next going to tell me that the third part of this storyline is that somehow the dead body of Thomas Wayne fell in the river. And when he came out of the river,
he was Killer Croc.
He became so obsessed with why was there a bullet hole in my brain that he thought about, isn't that a riddle? I shall be called the Riddler. And then next you're going to tell me that Martha falls in the river, and when she comes out, she's just like, oh man, I couldn't stop that crook. Good thing these chemicals made me big and strong. I shall be called Bane. I mean, come on.
I would love to read a story where Martha Wayne became Bane. Martha Bane.
Bruce Darling.
Oh my gosh.
The fire rises and make your bed. I mean, I don't know. This is so not likely. This makes my brain hurt. Go down in the comments. Does your brain hurt too? Because mine does. Please click subscribe for my brain damage.
And for more exclusive geeky content, check out patreon.com/Jawiin. Come join us in the Hall of Justice and be a super friend.
Thanks for watching. Or I apologize for watching. Whatever works for you.